Hello, good day, and welcome to another beautiful edition of Learn with Zion Ose. Of course, you already know that learning is beautiful when you learn with Zion Ose. For today's class, we are going to be running through 40 to 50 idioms that will be very necessary for your next examination. Of course, you already know that idioms are an essential part of the English language, and they're usually tested in various examinations like post-UTME, UTME, SSC, and all of that. So here are 50 idioms that you must know before your next examination. Number one, to be home and dry. To be home and dry means to be successful, having meant success. To be home and dry means to be successful. Number two, is to be on the fiddle. To be on the fiddle means to behave dishonestly. To be on the fiddle means to behave dishonestly. You must not mistake this with second fiddle. To play the second fiddle means to take a lesser role. Second fiddle. Play the second fiddle means to take a lesser role. While to be as fit as a fiddle means to be very fit or healthy. To be very fit or healthy. Number two, to keep a slack rein on. Keep a slack rein. A slack rein. Slack rein. R-O-A-I-N, which means rope for control. Number three, to keep a slack rein on someone means to give them some level of freedom or control over themselves, of their own actions. Next, to darken a person's door. To darken a person's door, which is number four, means to visit the person, especially without prior notice. Oh, she darkened my door yesterday. She darkened my door 2 Sundays ago. Next, an old wives' tale. This is from the Bible, old wives' tale, or in some questions, you see old wives' fable. They are the same thing. It means a foolish idea or foolish talk. A foolish idea or foolish talk. Number six, to talk through the heart. The heart, H-A-T. To talk through the heart means to talk foolishly. To talk through the heart means to talk foolishly. To talk through the heart means to talk foolishly. Next, number six, to take the beat, B-I-T. To take the beat, B-I-T, between one's teeth. Between one's teeth. To take the beat between your teeth means to pursue a situation or go through a difficulty with determination. With determination. Number seven, a chicken and egg situation. Chicken and egg situation. A chicken and egg. Chicken and egg situation means a situation in which you cannot tell which comes first, which causes which. Is it the chicken that comes before the egg or the egg that comes before the chicken? Number eight, to go bananas means to become very angry. Number eight, to go bananas means to become very angry. Number nine, to be in sackcloth and ashes. Number nine, to be in sackcloth and ashes. To be in sackcloth and ashes is also from the Bible. It means to show penitence, which means remorse. To show remorse, it means to be rueful. To be rueful is to be regretful or apologetic, to show that you are sorry. Number 10, to be for the high jump. To be for the high jump means to be punished. To be for the high jump means to be punished. Number 11, to take the law into your own hands. Please observe, you take the law, not laws, into your own hands means to pursue a cause or to do something, to punish another person by yourself without a court of law. Next, to gild the lily. To gild the lily. To gild the lily means to try to improve on something that is already good or already satisfactory. Next, to pass the muster. To pass the muster. To pass the muster. M-U-S-T-E-R. To pass the muster means to be generally or widely accepted. To pass the muster means to be generally or widely accepted. Next, to meet one's Waterloo means to meet a defeat or failure. To meet one's Waterloo means to meet a defeat or failure. To meet one's Waterloo means to meet a defeat or failure. The hair of the dog that bites someone. So if somebody says it is just the hair of the dog that beats him, it means a certain type of alcohol that cures hangover, or that lessens the effect of another alcohol. Next, to do a fat load of good. A fat load of good means to be no good at all, to have no good at all. Example, your advice does a fat load of good. Please tell it to the birds. Next, to give someone plenty of rope. To give someone plenty of rope. Plenty of rope means to allow the person the freedom and time to do whatever they want to do, such that the effects will also come on them. So it is basically letting people harm themselves by avoiding them. To give someone plenty of rope. Next is to learn the rope. To learn the ropes. To learn the ropes is to learn the rudiments or the fundamentals of a particular profession. Next, to run to seeds. To run to seeds is to deteriorate, to worsen. To run to seeds is to deteriorate or worsen. To run to seeds is to deteriorate or worsen. To run to seeds is to deteriorate or worsen. Next, a bag of bones. A bag of bones. A bag of bones. When you describe a person as a bag of bones, you mean that they are extremely tiny, rather thin, or emaciated. Emaciated. They are gangly. Next, we have to keep one's pecker up. To keep one's peckers up. To keep one's peckers up means to remain cheerful or happy even in the midst of unhappiness or sorrows. Next, still waters run deep means there is wisdom in silence. Still waters run deep means there is wisdom in silence. Still waters run deep means there is wisdom in silence. Next, with a pinch of salt. With a pinch of salt means with some level of doubt, not completely. The opposite of this idiom is hook, line, and sinker, which means everything. Or another example is out and out. That's another opposite. So if you believe a story hook, line, and sinker, or out and out, you believe it completely. But if you believe a bit of it, you believe it with a pinch, or you take it with a pinch of salt. Next, to throw in the sponge. To throw in the sponge, sponge, or the towel is to give up, to succumb, to admit defeat. To throw in the towel is to give up or admit defeat. To bite one's tongue. To bite one's tongue is to prevent yourself or stop yourself from saying what you want to say, from saying what you want to say, to keep your lips sealed. Next, is that to drink somebody under the table. It means to drink more alcohol than the person without becoming as drunk as the person. So you drink more alcohol than the person who has equal amount of alcohol without becoming drunk as that person. Next, to make the beeline for someone or something. If you make the beeline for a person, you move directly or quickly towards that person. And it is also used in the context of fight or approaching a situation head on, like directly without going through the corners. Next, the tail that wags the dog. The tail that wags the dog means the small part of something that controls the whole thing. That means a minor thing having effects that can constrain the major thing. For instance, a small part or a small group controls the entire group. You say that they are the tail that wag the dog. To sow one's wild oats. To sow one's wild oats. SOW, one's wild oats. To sow one's wild oats means to have had many sexual relationships when one was younger. Of course, I hope you remember that to roll in the hay is to have sex. A roll in the hay means sexual intercourse. And to teach a person about the bird and the bees the birds and the bees is to teach them the fundamentals of sex, or sex education, as it were. All right, so to roll in the hay means to have sex, and the birds and the bees means the fundamentals of sex. And finally, for the sake of this class, to cut the Gordian knot, means to achieve something that is extremely difficult. To cut the Gordian knot means to achieve something that is extremely difficult. Once again, thank you for joining us.